amazing students out there. As a part of ITRC Technologies Private Limited, I, Akanksha Gandhi, vocational trainer of media entertainment, is going to give you technical presentation on the various tools of Photoshop. So for that, let's begin the Photoshop. So for beginning the Photoshop, I've already opened up the interface of Photoshop and I have taken up two images as a reference. You can take up any images whichever you like to. Today we are going to study about the tools, that is the crop tool, slice tool, slice select tool. These three tools are very common, known to be as very common tools. So let's begin with the crop tool. I have taken an image, so for that I use the crop tool. Normally we use the crop tool, like we'll take the image of whichever size we want to and we'll crop it up whichever image or area we don't want. So we crop that area, we deduct that area from the area which we have required. Like I have cropped the area and the bottom I don't want it, so I have not taken the bottom and I'll press enter. As soon as I press enter, the bottom area vanish away, that is, it is removed with the help of crop tool. As crop tool is very common and you can see in your mobiles also, while you want an image to be deducted from bottom or top or from sideways, you can use the crop tool. But in this Photoshop it has a various advantages and various uses also. So let's see. I am doing undo, Control Alt Z for multiple. So here you can see width, you can see height, you can see resolution. As soon as you adjust the width, like I have adjusted the width 5 inch, okay, into 5 inch. As soon as I set the width and height, when I crop the image, it will crop the image into that particular width and height. See, it has not taken up the whole area as it has taken up earlier. It has taken up the confined area, that is the height and the width we have selected. So we'll press enter and the height and the width has been deducted. Now here is one more important thing, again I'm redoing it. We can set the resolution. Suppose I have set the resolution 300 and again I change the width like 8 into 11 inches, width 8 and height 11 inches. So in the same manner it will deduct it. See, it have deducted in the width 8 inches and height in a 11 inches form. It has not taken the rest of the part because we've already set it the height and the width and we've already set the resolution. So as soon as you press enter, you will see my image seems to be quite big. Why? Because we have set it the highest resolution, that's why it is showing up that resolution. So see the width and the height. And if you don't feel like that is the width and the height is exactly we have taken is showing here up, you can go to the image also and go to image size. As soon as you click on the image size, see the width 8, the height 11. So from here all you will confirm it off the size we have taken. So I have one more thing. Now I'm again undoing that particular size and I'm Control plus plus to increase the size. This is the front image. Front image, as soon as I click on the front image, it will give you the exact value of the actual original image. Like I'll click on the front image, the width and the height. This is actual width and the height of the actual image. See, the width and the height of the actual image. Okay, and it is already actual. So clear. Suppose I have set it of 18-inch width and 4 inches height and I have set the resolution 300. Okay, and we see we are taking up, but it is not covering the border because we have reduced that particular height size from 6 to 4. Now I don't want it, and now if I don't want that the width and the height to be the set of width and height I have taken up, so I go to the clear option. As soon as I click the clear option, it will remove the width, height and resolution we have created or we are going to use for our image. I clear and the width and the height and resolution, all these things will be cleared up. So from this we get to know that we can arrange the height, width and resolution of our particular image to be cropped off. Like most of the times we need to crop the image into 4 into 6 pixels of 5 into 6, 2 into 3. So for small sizes we can use that, like if we want an image to be in a size of 1.5 to 1.5 and resolution to be high, and we'll set it off, and when we click on the crop button it will take only that particular area, that particular width and height, not more than that, and it have taken just that. So this have taken up the form of that particular small image we need to cut off. So I'll again undoing it, the particular image. Here is an option of the crop. Here you can see you have the option 4 into 6 inches, 5 various inches you can take up, like if you want 8 into 10 inches. Suppose I'll take 5 into 10 inches crop option. So I can crop the 5 into 10 inches only, not more than that. See, 5 into 10 inches, height is 7 and width is 5. So here you can see. So I'll press the enter, and my resolution I have set it 300. That's why it is showing an increased form of image, that it has a high resolution. It is showing the resolution, that is we have set it up high. So this is the use of crop tool, and I hope you like this session. And tomorrow we'll discuss off with the slice tool and the select tool, and this is very interesting tool. And I know slice tool is known to be as like just a knife tool that we'll use to cut off the image, but we can arrange that cut off image in a very best and beautiful manner. So we'll discuss this tomorrow. Till then, I hope you like this session.